Good morning. Thanks for taking my call. I would like to address my comment to Mrs. Montgomery. If she doesn't know how she's in her current station of life based on resources or housing taxes or just her luck of the draw, I agree, you're not very smart. Thanks for taking my call.
Wait, Aaron. What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Exactly. Let's sound smarter when we ask the question, please.
Well, yeah, you made a comment earlier when you were living in Nevada and you moved to Atlanta. I don't know if it was my resources in Nevada because I guess they had pretty good school system.
Actually, we don't. Nevada was ranked very low when it comes to education. It just so happened that our government allocates our dollars better. But go ahead.
But initially you said you didn't know if you were smarter, but if you think resources
in regards to how I feel my level of intelligence is in relation to the people that I've met out here.
Yeah, Michaela, let him finish. Go ahead, Aaron.
I'm sorry for talking while you're interrupting. Well, you go ahead. Carry on.
I think I understand what you're getting. You heard my sentiments earlier in which I said I moved out here, and I don't want to say that I feel like I'm smarter than anybody else, but was it the resources that were allocated to me? Was it the fact that I got lucky with amazing teachers? Nevada ranks very low on education. So let's not act like, oh, all of a sudden I'm not smart. No, I noticed that even with Nevada being ranked so low in education, I felt like the quality of education that I received was much better than the ones that kids are receiving out here.
Out the property taxes.
Okay, property taxes. So are you telling me that with all the black wealth that exists here in Atlanta, with all the black millionaires that live here in Atlanta, why in the world do 92% of APS students are illiterate? Make it make sense. And we have Democratic mayors, we have Democratic city council members, we have Democratic commissioners, and for whatever reason, 92% of the kids here cannot read. That statistic did not exist in Nevada. So again, I don't know if it was the fact that I got lucky. I can't say that, oh my God, it's the teachers that suck out here. I would never demean our educators here in Atlanta. But what we can acknowledge is the numbers, sir. And so while you want to call me not smart, please tell me what your side has done to fix the illiteracy rate that we see in our black children. Absolutely nothing. And in fact, not only have they not done anything to address the illiteracy issue, but then they're further confusing your kids by telling them that men can give birth, by telling them that there's 53 genders, and that by telling them that your love for your best friend must mean that you are gay, you are a pansexual, asexual. Kids under the age of anything high school should not be thinking anything sexual, period. Sexual should not even be in their vocabulary. So for you to say that I'm not smart because I'm willing to call out all of the degeneracy that exists within our current education system only points to your lack of intelligence and your lack of initiative to actually do something in regards to saving our children and saving our schools.
All right, let's talk.
This girl is cooking. Let's talk about it. Okay guys, so we are going to talk about Michaela Montgomery, and in this interview by C-SPAN, it is very good, and there's a couple things that I wanted to showcase. If you want to see the full interview, take a look at the description box below, and I linked the whole interview in the description box. But again, I just want to point out a couple things here. A couple things that I want to point out too is that, Michaela gives she's talking about her experience and how she moved from, just being a Democrat and now is on the conservative Republican side and is endorsing Donald Trump. And so some of the arguments that she showcases in this interview is so logical and it's reasonable. And you hear a lot of people just calling her names and calling her stupid, calling her not smart, saying that she's a coon. But when it comes to candidates that support the people, that support God's principles and not just support being able to listen to the other side instead of getting emotional and crazy. When you are voting for a person, you are voting their policies. Yes, it does. Their character does speak to their policies, but at the same time, the policies 100% will be felt throughout the years, and not just because this person talk harshly or this person just has a really brass character. Their policies is what is going to last more than their personality or their character. And so I use the example as Abraham Lincoln. We know that Abraham Lincoln was the one that ended slavery. In addition to some of the things that you may hear about him, I think he cheated on his wife. He also had slaves. He had children out of wedlock and different things like that. I literally, yes, those things were horrible, but at the same time, he ended slavery in 1863. And then in 1863, we are, from that policy on, we are now in 2024 experiencing that same policy. And so again, his character, yes, we do know about it, but at the same time, his policy is what affect us from the 1800s until now, until 2024. And so again, that's why I wanted to have these conversations, because of the fact that we are not going to get a Christian or anybody that has 100% everything that you want as a politician or a leader. Okay, they're not going to be 100% for the Bible or 100% for the principles of God. At the same time, what we want to do is vote for someone that is closely aligning with the principles. And so I bring all of this up for a reason. I bring this up because the DNC, the Democratic National Convention, is happening August 19th and the 20th. And the reason why I'm talking about that is because they just got word on Twitter or on X is that the Planned Parenthood Mobile, I believe, is having free abortions and free vasectomies at the DNC. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? The Democratic Party is allowing Planned Parenthood to have free abortions at the DNC. Do you now, when you hear that, what are you thinking? Are you thinking that possibly they don't want families? They don't have a regard or honor for families. They don't care about the health of the person. They are literally having free abortions at the DNC. Do you understand the evil that is being promoted at this DNC, at the Democratic National Convention? It is crazy. It is just crazy the amount of obvious evil that is on the other side. And what I'm here to warn you, and I'm here to encourage you to speak out, and then to at least give arguments. Share this video to people that are still trying to figure out which candidate is the best position to be the president of the United States. We have a president that was literally almost assassinated. He took a bullet for us. He is out here trying to protect the American people and trying to implement logical policies that is for many generations to come. And so we are here debating whether this person has a nice character or not. Do you understand the crazy logic that type of stance, that type of logic? Okay, do you understand how crazy that sounds? How evil this one side is versus a literal person that almost died trying to protect the American people. Like, it's not even a comparison. Like, to me, it's so obvious who is the better candidate. And so I just want to show you this last clip of, her explaining why she is endorsing Donald Trump. And in her words, what is she saying? You already heard mine. I'm definitely for someone who is for the people, who closely aligns with my values as a Christian woman. And so I'm here to encourage you. I am here to sound the alarm. I am here to, let you guys know and equip you and help you understand that as a Christian, you have to speak out. You have to, because now we are heading into that direction where if you started to declare Jesus is Lord, you will be censored. Number one, you will be looked at, you will be targeted, you will be followed. People are now starting to look at you now when you declare Jesus is Lord. That sounds scary, but we are headed into those times, okay? That is why it is important for us to vote, and we need to vote rightly, okay? And I'm here to point out the obvious evils that is happening. Like, I'm not making up something that I read. Okay, I'm reading exactly what the DNC, what this convention is promoting. The DNC is promoting free abortions and vasectomies to happen at this convention August 19th and 20th. Okay, do you understand that? Do you understand the amount of evil? And it's free. And it's free. Instead of having like people to get jobs, or even to be able to, have actually technical or just, programs where you can work with your hands. No, there is a free program where you can get a free abortion, not something that will help you in the foster care, with the immigrants, with the crimes, with how to find jobs or anything like that. No type of money in your pocket or anything. They are just promoting free abortions. Do you understand the amount of evil that I'm trying to express to you? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, I'm about to show this last clip. Thank you guys so much for your support. Let me know what you guys think about this, because this is crazy, okay? This is absolutely crazy, okay? The amount of evil is just so abundantly clear that I don't know how you cannot see just how evil everything is right now. And so, again, let me know in the comments below. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, subscribe, share this video to anybody that needs encouragement. Thank you guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think.
And why do you personally support former President Trump?
I personally support President Trump due to my personal beliefs. So as a former foster child, I really love family. And I don't think that just because things didn't work out with my birth parents, that meant that I didn't deserve to be here. So that turned me kind of into a pro-lifer. I'm not the type to demonize people for the decisions that they decide to make. But me personally, if I'm going to vote for my personal views, I'm going to align myself with a pro-life candidate. Additionally, I am a mother now myself, so I do pay a lot of attention to the education that my child is receiving. And again, when I moved out here, I noticed the differences between the standards of education in Nevada and the standards of education out here in Atlanta, Georgia. And I didn't like how I came here and I felt like, not necessarily that I was smarter than everybody else, but I just felt like I was equipped with a better education than a lot of other people. And I don't know whether that be the allocation of resources. I don't know if it had something to do with property taxes. I don't know if maybe I just got lucky and had amazing teachers all throughout my life. But as a mother now, I think it's very important that parents have a say-so in their child's education and that parents can remain hands-on. For instance, I don't believe that there's 53 genders, and I refuse to allow my child to sit in a classroom in which they're going to tell her that that is what is true, and she will be tested on said thing and possibly failed if I tell her that there's only 2 genders and I don't care what the teacher says. Lastly, as a single mother, as a woman who, I think I'm gorgeous. So just being able to protect myself, having my Second Amendment rights protected regardless. I do not want to live in a world in which your personal firearms are expected to be surrendered, because in a world like that, the only people who have guns are criminals and law enforcement. So if someone were to break into my home, which actually has happened to me recently, I wouldn't be able to protect myself. And whoever was breaking into my home would also know that. And the person breaking into my home would probably be equipped with a weapon, because just like drugs, if people want something that's illegal, they're going to get it. And so those are my 3 main reasons. Additionally, I have a brother that was formerly incarcerated, so he is now a returning citizen. And I think it's unfair that migrants can commit a crime by illegally migrating over here, and they get rewarded with the same resources that my brother would be turned down for. So my brother cannot get food stamps. My brother cannot apply for a luxury apartment. My brother cannot just go out for a corporate job without knowing somebody who knows somebody. Yet a migrant can come over here illegally and be awarded food stamps, be awarded housing assistance, be granted the opportunity to pursue a higher education, all of these things. Yet my brother, who was born here, bred here, when he worked, paid taxes here, he can't get those things, but a migrant can. So when I look specifically at policy and my personal experience, everything that I would want aligns with what I see on the Trump side.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to end it here, and then there's a couple things that she said that I want to talk about. One of the things that she mentioned was the fact that, when it comes to gun control, how are we going to be able to defend ourselves, when she gave an example of how, she someone had broken into her house. The same thing happened to me when I was at home with my 2 children at the time. My husband was away doing a deployment. I had someone that was robbing different houses and was trying to get into my house but couldn't because of the lock that I had. And what ended up happening was a couple days later, my husband ended up coming back from deployment, and we went home, or we went to go visit family, and this same person came and wrecked our whole house and stole a lot of our stuff that was in our home. Without guns, we are not able to defend ourselves. And she was right on the money when it comes to different things like that. And so policies such as gun control is very important, and we have to be honest, be able to listen to the policies that these candidates are trying to enforce. And so, for example, I want to be able to have, some type of control over my house and who is trying to break in. If you are not allowed to come into my house, I'm going to protect my house, my family, my children, and everyone in it, and everything in it. And so, again, we definitely have to look at the policies and not how, and not just on the character. And so, again, guys, let me know your thoughts. How do you feel about everything I just said? Let's talk about it in the comment section below. And if you disagree with me, let's talk about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and tune into my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it, and God bless.